Hey guys, my name is Miss Quinones. How are you all doing? Today we are working on simple interest. Okay, let me just pull up my pen. And we are working with simple interest. That is this formula right here. I equals P times R times T. P is your principal. For in this example, 1,200. R is your rate. That's always the percent. And T is the time. And in this case, it's going to be just 1 year. Okay, so Nelson deposits 1,200 into an account that earns 5% simple interest each year. Calculate the interest he earns in 2 years. Oh, I'm sorry, in this case, it's 2. So RP is 1,200. Sorry. The rate is, oops. The rate is 5%, but we want to change that to a decimal. So 2 spaces to the left, and that becomes 0.05. And the time is, my pen is getting out. Time is 2. So we're going to go to our calculator and we're going to multiply all of that. 1,200 times 0.05 times 2. And that's 120. And that's exactly what you see here. Interest is 120. So we're going to do an example. Calculate the simple interest on a deposit of 1,500. That's P. 5%, that's my R. And 3 years, that's my T. Okay, but remember we got to change the 5% into a decimal. So move your decimal space 2 spaces to the left, that's 0.05. And we're going to multiply all of that. P times R times T. So let's get our calculator. 1,500 times 0.05 times 3. 225. So that is how much? 225. Number 2, calculate the simple interest on a deposit of 1,800. That's my P. That earns 5%. That's my R. And for interest for 3 years. That's my T. Okay, so let's change 5% into a decimal. So move it 2 spaces to the left. That becomes 0.05. And remember that our formula is P times R times T. So we have all of this being multiplied. Principal, 1,800 times 0.05 times 3, $270. So $270. Okay, number 3. Oh, here, I'll just box my answer. Now we're going to compare. Compare the simple interest on a deposit of $2,000 that earns 5% interest for 3 years. Maybe that's a typo. Maybe I was supposed to say calculate because it doesn't say what we're comparing it to. So we know this is P, R, and T. Always changing the percent into a decimal, 0.05. Okay. So 2,000 times 0.05 times 3. $300. So now we have $300. Okay, so what you guys are working on is these questions right here, all about simple interest and calculating how much interest. Now, on these questions, if it says determine the total balance, you're going to have to add. So I'll do this one with you. Using simple interest on a deposit of $3,000, runs 5%, 3 years. So we're going to multiply those three things. We have 3,000 times 5%, so that's 0.05 times 3. So that gave me $450, but in the question it says total balance. So 450. Oh, I clicked this thing. Oh no. 450 plus the 3,000. Okay, if you can do that mental math, that is 3,450. Okay, because it said determine the total balance. Okay, so we got the interest plus the balance was 3,000. Okay, so 3,450. And those are the questions you're going to be working on for this assignment. All right, hope you guys are doing great and being safe, and we'll see you some other time, hopefully soon. All right, I hope you guys are okay. Bye.